Hello everybody, welcome back to Pyromancer Commentaries. I am your host Electric Star, and hopefully this time my microphone won't peak every 5 seconds. I still don't know what happened during the Spark of Friendship commentary. I think I may know it may be the recording software Aku used, because he peaked a few times too. It's not my fault, I swear. Anyhow, for this commentary, we're going to be looking over the first 2 key rules, even though there are 3 overall key rules and a bunch of quick key rules, but you know what I mean, semantics. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1. This began the running gag of having every intro for the key rules be just a random TF2 character have the book over their head, and then they say, I am a book or something. Oh, God. The voice that the narrator had for this, it's like basically I was talking like this, except for nowadays it's much more nasal and circus barkery, and Aku hates this voice, but I don't care. He doesn't like me using the narrator for scripts he's written. Oh, I'm stuttering. So we're about to come up to a big rule that we use to this day, rule number 5. To those who don't know, we'll see that in a second. Blame Cheesecake for everything. If something Star says doesn't make sense, it's most likely a Homestar Runner reference. Even to this day, we still use that, usually in Discord calls, and it was referenced in Haphazard Hereafter, because it's still, you know, it's just how much of the stuff I tend to sneak into scripts and ad-libs and all that funny stuff. So I guess how what really started the whole key rules thing was this was back during the Skype days, and I started writing dumb rule ideas, which obviously weren't meant to be realistic ideas. I'm like, wait, I realize I can make this into a full-on video. So I went ahead and just kept adding and adding and adding of, you know, an example of the rule, and then an exact violation of the rule, so as what not to do. Is it a Goofus and Gallant or something? Isn't that what it was? I'll have to look that up in a second after I'm done this commentary. When Aku first saw the script idea for Key Rules 1, he first originally thought, I believe his comment was, I was gonna say, how dare you, but then I read the script and realized it was another one of your videos. And yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Rule number 64 being out of order, being a dumb joke I threw in. I don't think that was actually in the script, I just ad-libbed that. And this is a Futurama reference. Good luck getting that one, kids.
The god of confirmation confirms all.
Yes, this is true.
And we're coming up to the end here. Rule number 100.
Just wing it.
This picture was actually made long before Key Rules. I think this was made for Previously On, which was done quite a bit before Key Rules 1. I still had it in my files. I'm like, hey, why not just use it? Shugo with his gigantic fluffy tail, somehow fitting inside a little tiny cap, which is only a little bit wider than the rest of his body, but not his head. Why not just go right for it? And, yeah, there's no after credits for this one. Oh my goodness, what happened here? No after credits. Well, obviously, this was an old video. This was made in August of 2014. I'm so old! My lumbago aches every day! And with that being said, we're going to go on to the next one, but we'll be having a special guest. Okay, a teammate guest. The guy who animated this one. Give me a second.
Hello, Shugo the lovable squirrel here.
Yes, it is Shugo who animated this one, Key Rules 2. I wrote it, he animated it. And do you have anything to say before we begin? For the 3rd time now because my Audacity and my YouTube decides to be jerks?
Well, it'll certainly be nice to go down this trip down memory lane.
Well, I had you look at this video beforehand so you could have some old memories stewing in that brain of yours for funny stories to tell, possibly.
Okie.
Alright, let's begin.
Ready?
Yep, 3, 2, 1, start video. Oh, I lied. I did this intro. It was a whopping 2 overall pictures. Soldier with funny face, and then soldier with book superimposed over their head. It was 2 whole layers.
Number 9. If all else fails and Cheesecake is nowhere to be seen, blame Ryo.
Yes, this was back when Ryo became the butt monkey before Cheesecake then, and then he became the cosmic annoyance he is today, and Ryo became the butt monkey.
He just wants to be loved!
Also, I think I just butchered the grammar of what I just said. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to all these people listening.
It's okay.
And this was when we had the custom body group, when you had the shiny anime eyes.
Yeah, back before stop-motion helper was a thing.
Yeah, that as well. Furniture Failure, I think, was the first one we did with the SMH. Yeah, I think it was. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Bacon! Bacon.
Uh-oh, here comes a rule regarding to the past of the Smashers. I think this was around when Salvage Smasher Showroom was made, hence the setting in Peach's Castle. But at the time, it was only on Aku's channel and Aku's channel alone. It wouldn't be until October of 2019, I think it's a little bit before, in preparation for Know Thy Mollusky Enemy, was that video and Inkling of a Predicament uploaded to the team channel.
Fair do.
The Necronomicon, oh my god!
I wonder what do we do with that old thing?
Well, there was a sequel planned, but I don't think we'll ever do it now because of reasons.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it was literally like 50 pages. So, can you imagine how long that would take for us to animate, even if it was just me doing it? I animate fast and efficiently, but that would take me a very long time, and I would be burnt out beyond belief.
I get what you mean.
A bit of a weird plot hole. Marth knows about Lucina. Maybe in this universe, Lucina's something different, even though she would be a 4th-gen smasher. Oh, God.
Oh, brother.
I mean, we see a Lucina smasher in Haphazard Hereafter, so, you know.
Why did Cheesecake have to bring that up?
Okay, also fun fact about this part. You see, where Cheesecake proceeds to move at presumably the speed of light, I had a friend calculate this. Apparently he was only moving at 60% the speed of light. I should have had a more outward shot of him flying through the solar system. That would definitely be FTL. I'm a versus debater, I know this stuff.
Yeah, that would have definitely helped.
Wait a minute, here comes my part. I zap that bitch. That was the fastest. Excuse you, that was the fastest I've ever spoken.
Can indeed morph into more objects than just a sword and a gun.
Now, I've had this concept ever since, like, all these years ago, and we see it again recently with Goggle Specs, where I make it into the blue rifle, a retextured Hitman's Heatmaker.
Oh yeah, that's true. I completely forgot.
I remember contacting Max about this one, and I just asked him to just ad-lib anything for this one, and he just read with, "This isn't my house." Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Okay, I'm calling bullcrap on this. Star,
Oh, watch your language, Hugo.
Star, you had better find yourself a woman this instant, or things are gonna get ugly.
Did I refer you to the previous rule we just saw? I like Gumi for the record. Also, the voice was so lazy.
It was just me talking like this. It was so obviously me.
Good lord.
It's basically the sound of Cheesecake choking on a chicken bone. Was that so? Like, for Light's hat? Was that supposed to be a tinfoil hat, but you just recolored a traffic cone or something?
And at the time.
Oh no! This was made with stop motion helper. The apple. That was definitely stop motion helper. Okay, so no, it was not Furniture Failure. It must have been that, because I did that part with the apple, and that was definitely done with stop motion helper.
Why was I not informed of that at the time?
Because I did. Well, I think this was when it was brand new, and I was still testing it, and Aku was still testing it with his videos on his channel.
Oh, right.
And yes, of course, things in this universe are known to randomly.
Kaboom!
And I guess on that note, before we end, the voice of the narrator, you can tell it's more nasal in this one. Like, as the videos go on through the years, the voice of the narrator gets more nasal, as I said in the previous video commentary of Key Rules 1, which was done like 5 minutes ago.
So true.
Oh, this one actually has an after credits.
Hiding from the IRS. They owe me money.
Again, I asked Max to just ad-lib that, because he knows how to ad-lib funny stuff, so I just say, hey, here's the context, do whatever you want, just make sure it's really funny, and he delivered.
Yeah, he certainly delivered all right. It's
Yeah.
a shame he's not part of the actual team.
We still work with him a lot. I mean, he just finished doing some lines for another misadventure I hopefully want to do during the first half of this year, but we're currently working on a really big one, almost going to begin animating that. In the fan Discord, which we have, by the way, link is in the description, we have been doing some fun puzzles for you guys to interact with and try and crack the codes. In my case, currently, as of right now, I have an anagram relating to something involving a scene that I'm doing. Can't tell you what it is, because I don't want to spoil anything.
Fair do.
But yeah, seriously, we have a fan Discord. Click the link and join us. I think we're almost at 100 right now.
Ooh, lovely.
I mean, the Project Island Discord I'm a part of has over 1,000. I think 2,000 actually. But let's not talk about that. I don't want to overshadow ourselves.
Fair do, fair do.
All right, any last words before we wrap this up and I make the video and stuff?
All I can say is that this was definitely a nice little trip down memory lane.
Alright then. And that'll end this video.
Bye!